We are going to solve problem number 127 on LeetCode today. The problem is called as word ladder. It is arguably one of the most popular problems on LeetCode, and it is very frequently asked in programming interviews in a lot of companies, including Facebook, Amazon. Let us see what the question is all about. So in a word ladder problem, which is actually a game as well, there is a begin word and then there is an end word. The target is to start with the begin word and then transform this word into end word such that every word, every intermediate word in this transformation is different from each other only by one letter. So for example, here we start with begin word and then there are S1, S2, S3 and then finally SK-1 to SK. SK is also same as end word. So all of these words are intermediate words. And each adjacent word differs by a single character. So S1 and S2 are different only in terms of one character. Other than one character, every character is just the same between S1 and S2. And then S2 and S3, there would be another character which would be different. Rest of the characters are going to be same. Along with this, we are given with a word list, and all of these characters are going to be from this word list only. For the begin word, it is not necessary that it has to be from word list or not. So at the end of the problem, we need to return the number of words in the shortest transformation sequence. So starting from begin word, that would be first, second, third, and so on, and finally n. So whatever that n number is, that is going to be the answer. Let us take an example. So let us say that HIT, H-I-T, is the begin word here and COG is the end word here. And we are given with a word list and it contains a few words such as hot, dot, dog, lot, log, and cog. So think about it. What could be the possible transformations? From HIT, we can convert HIT into hot by replacing I with a hot with O, and this word comes from this word list. So hot is there, and then from hot we can either go towards DOT, dot, or we can go towards LOT, lot. Both of these words differ with HOT only by one letter, and that is, in the case of dot it is H replaced by D, and in the case of lot it is H replaced by L. Now going further up, dot gets converted into dog. Here the transformation is from T to G, and here LOT gets converted into LOG. So T gets replaced by G. Again, just one letter difference. And then at the end, DOG can be converted into COG or LOG can be converted into COG. Finally, thereby producing the word that we wanted, which means there is a possible transformation available, and that is going to be total 5 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are also given with a few constraints here that we should think about. So begin word and end word and rest of the words in the word list are of the same length. And for example, here you can see that all of these words are of length 3. So it is given in the question that this length could be between 1 and 10. So in this particular example 3, which is between 1 and 10, so that's all right. All words are going to be unique. Starting with the start word to end word, all the words in this transformation and all the word in the word list are unique. There are no duplicates. Another thing that is we are going to have only English lowercase letters. So as you can see here, H, I, T, H, O, T, D, O, T, all of them are lowercase. And then the word list has maximum of 5,000 words. word list can have maximum of 5000 words. So at the end, the question asks us to return the shortest path from begin word to end word. So in this particular scenario, there is only the length of the path is 5 in both the cases, but it could be possible that there were other paths where the path length could have been different. So we need to make sure that the path from start word to the end word is going to be the shortest path. And when we talk about shortest path, we usually think about BFS, breadth first search. So, and that is because breadth first search works in terms of levels 1, 2, 3, and it makes sure that it reaches the end word at the minimum length always. We could do it using DFS as well, but that would not be as efficient as BFS. So BFS is the preferred solution here. And how would we go about it? So let us take hit as an example. Hit could be converted into a lot of words. So if you keep I and T constant and change H part of it, then we could have AIT, BIT, CIT all the way to ZIT. Similarly, if you keep H and T constant and change I from A to Z, that would be HAT, HBT all the way to HZT. And in the end, you could also keep HI constant and change the T part of it. So HIA2 all the way to HIZ. So that means for every word, we can have so many transformations. And out of those transformations, we have to pick only those words which are present in the given word list. So that is one step of it. And then for each of those words, we would do the same thing in the next step. So we could think about a typical algorithm, and that is going to be a BFS based algorithm. So we would generate all possible words that can be made by replacing one character. Out of these, we would explore only those words which are present in the dictionary, the word list that is provided. And we would be using a breadth first search strategy to explore them until we reach the end word. And in this process, the level number, the BFS always works on different levels, right? So starting with 1, then 2, and then 3. So finally, whatever the final level number is where we found the end word is going to be our answer. So with this in our tool belt, I think we can start working on a possible solution. So let us see how to solve it on LeetCode itself. I'll be coding the solution in JavaScript, and you can work alongside. So first of all, we are given with a word list. Word list is an array, but it would be beneficial if we could convert this word list into a set. So you could create a new variable or just change the word list there itself. So I'm going to take word list as new set of the word list itself. So now we get word list as a set. Then we should also keep a visited set to make sure that when we are going through our BFS search, we don't revisit other nodes. So that is also going to be a set, and I'm going to put begin word by default there. Then we could probably make a check in the beginning itself. So end word, this was one of the constraints given in the question. If end word is not in the word list, then we should return 0. So let's just check that in the beginning itself. So if word list has end word, we are interested in the not part of it. So if word list doesn't have end word, then return 0. Then BFS works on a queue, right? So let us create a queue for ourselves. Let queue is equal to, and it will contain word, that is the beginning part of it. So let's have begin word by default there, and let's also create next queue. So in each iteration of BFS, next queue will keep on accumulating all the children node, and thus queue will get empty, and at the end of the loop we'll reassign next queue to queue and change the level from whatever the level is to +1. So we also need to have one variable for the level. I'll call it distance, and the distance is 1 in the beginning. I think we have good enough preparation to start our while loop. Let's have the while loop now. So the while loop runs as long as queue is there, queue is not empty. Let's pop the first word from this queue, and if the word is end word itself, that means we don't need to do anything. We can return the current distance. Then we should explore all the neighbors of the word. And if you remember from the discussion, for generating all the neighbors of a particular word, we loop through every character of the word, and for every character we can generate all possible combination starting from A all the way to Z. So that means we can start our loop from 0, and that would go all the way to 25. That is the number of characters, number of lowercase letters in English language, right? And well, so actually rather than doing that, I will run a loop across characters of the word. So let char of the given word, and then inside of it I'll run this loop for getting all the characters. So another thing that I could do is, rather than running a loop here from 1 to 26, I could just create an array of all the alphabets. And for creating this array, I could use this format. So array.from, and here I can define my length, that is going to be 26, and then generate an array. This is quite interesting. So I use this format to generate an array, and the return value would be 97 plus I. So 97 is the character code of A, small a. So in every iteration of this loop, I will start from 0 all the way to 26, all the way to 25. Let's generate the characters there itself. It is going to be string dot from char code, and one more. Yeah, that looks good. So now we have all the alphabets here, and we can loop through all the alphabets now. So well, let me make a small change here. So let I is equal to 0 to I should be less than word dot length I plus plus, and then I'll do a character of alphabets here. So this means I am counting from 0 to the length of the word, and then I am looping through all the alphabets here. Now we need to make sure that the word that we currently have is not the same word as the original word. So if character is same as word of I, then we just need to ignore it. Otherwise, we can consider it as a neighbor. So now in order to generate this neighbor, we need to replace word I with character which is from the alphabet, right? So we need to replace this word I with the new character that is generating every iteration of for loop. So that is, we can use slice method from JavaScript. So that would be word.slice. We start with 0 and go all the way to I, and then the ith character gets replaced by character itself, and then we start the slice method from I plus 1 and we go all the way to word.length. That is our neighbor. Now we need to make sure that the neighbor is not already visited, and we also need to make sure that it is there in the word list. So for checking both of them, I'll have the check here. So it should not be a part of visited set neighbor, and other than that, it should be in the word list. So word list has this neighbor. If both the conditions are good, that is where we can mark it visited, right? So I'm going to mark it visited by adding it to visited set. Now that we have marked it as visited, we can add it to the queue. Now on the place of adding it to queue, I'm going to add it to next queue. You will see why very soon. So next queue has had this neighbor. Now let us see where the for loop ends. Yeah, this place. So we are done with the for loop for generating and adding all the neighbors. Now at the end here, we are still inside the while loop. So now we should check whether queue is empty or not. So if queue is empty, that means one level is already done. So once the level is done, queue is going to be empty. That is where we reassign queue with next queue. So everything that we were adding here, it was going into next queue, right? So it is the next level, or all the children are going to be inside next queue. And over here, we are at the top, we are taking away stuff from the queue. So queue will get empty one by one. One by one, it will get reduced to 0. So when the length of the queue becomes 0, so let me put a 0 here. That is when queue gets reassigned, and then we reinitialize queue, next queue. And we should also check if the new queue is going to have something inside. So queue.length, if there is something, then we add 1 to the current distance value. So distance gets added, and then the loop goes over, and we check every time whether we have reached the end word or not. Once we reach the end word, we return from here. In case if we were not in this whole process, we were not able to find the end word, then we return 0. So I think that should do. Let me try and test run it. This looks good. Let's do example test cases. This works well. Let me submit it now. Yeah, it works. So thanks a lot for staying with me.